Good day to all of you. Howdy. Hope you had a great weekend. I did. I did a lot of gardening, did a lot of work in the yard. It was necessary. This week in language arts, we're going to be moving on in our Reach for Reading anthology. Reach for Reading anthology. We're going to begin on page 36. So feel free to pause this video for a moment if you have not, if you don't have your Reach for Reading anthology in front of you, and make sure you grab it and open it up to page 36. So on page 36, we have this title. It says Ask and Answer Questions. And down below the instructions said listen to the interview and then use the language frames to interview a partner. Ask and answer questions about each other, making sure to elaborate and give details in your responses. So in partner groups, what we'll do for language arts is we will split off into partners into breakout rooms, and we can work on that activity. And we will make sure that we practice that for Monday. But let me read this aloud to you well, before I actually read it, let me talk to you a little bit about what we do when we are when we're interviewing people, when we're asking questions. The first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you know or you understand something better. So you're asking for information from somebody who's giving you that information. And what we do is we call those who, what, why, when, where, how questions. You know, those are the types of questions that require somebody to actually give you more than just a yes or no answer. It's like, okay, who were you with when you were doing this? Why were you doing this? What was going on? How did it happen? You know, all those different questions that you ask, get more information from the person that you're interviewing. And that's why it's very important to practice this as well. So let me read this aloud to you. This is on page 36 in your anthology. And this is an interview between Eva and Malika. Not an interview, it's a conversation is what it is. And just listen very carefully for one moment, and then I'm going to ask you to pause the video, and I'll have you engage in a conversation with your partners. I'll tell you what the topic is in just a moment. So, who are you? Eva. Malika, I noticed that you always wear a beautiful headscarf. Why do you wear it every day? Malika. This is my hijab. I choose to wear it every day because it is one way that I can express my Muslim faith. Eva. Can you explain more about why you wear it? Malika. Sure. I cover my hair and neck because I want to dress modestly. Some women wear the hijab when leaving the house, but I wear it all the time. I see it as an important part of my culture and faith. Eva. What other parts of your culture are important to you? Malika. Every year my parents practice zakat. That means that they give to people who are in need. My whole family tries to volunteer at the community shelter too. It feels good to help people. So notice that Malika, or I should say, I'm sorry, Eva, is asking her questions that require her to explain more than with just a yes or no answer. So for example, can you explain more about why you wear it? She's not just saying, you know, how come you wear it? You know, explain more about it. And what other parts of your culture are important to you? And so these are ways to get more information from people. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you for a moment to think about a family tradition or a family culture, something that you do in your family that is important to you. And then I'm going to have you partner off, and with your partner, what I would like you to do is I would like you to each take turns asking one another who, what, why, where, when, and how questions about those different family traditions that you have. So try to gain more information. And as you're doing that, what I'd like you to do is I would like you to write down some of the responses that you get from your partner. And then when we come back, I'd like you to share some of those things that you learned from your partner. Okay? So that is the first step to Monday morning. Welcome.